to you, Lata and Shashi.
Okay, so I have been nominated by Lata today.
Welcome, Shashi.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations, Lucky, for what you have achieved. नेतागिरी वाला बात बोलते हैं, so it's not easy. But nothing is easy. So it's not easy for sure. So the reason I have been asked to, speak first on this, because I was watching while this process was happening in front of me. So I was not too much involved, but the conversation, the daily grind which went into this, I had the privilege to observe that what's going on. So few points I would highlight at what I observed. Okay, I promise that I have not said this observation before today to anyone, not even Lata, not even Lucky. So you might have heard this before, but some of things will be a repeat, some of things would be potentially new, but people who are more experienced might have experienced it already. So one is total commitment. Okay, it's total commitment. So there were two individuals on two ends. One is full time, more or less. Lata is full time, and Lucky is not full time. She is working multiple jobs and she has a limited amount of time. So I can certainly say that the energy after what is left, and then show that commitment to achieve the goal. Okay. We all should remember, we don't work for a target. Nobody assigns a target. It's your goal, so you have to achieve it. So you have to be committed. If you are not committed, it's very easy to say that no, today I will not do it. So first is commitment. Tremendous commitment shown. So that a big part. So clarity on that part. Second is, which we always hear, very often being reiterated to everybody, is coachability. Okay. Now, it is used in very loose terms that you have to be coachable, but I had the privilege to observe what it really means. So, if you are working with your field builder or whosoever you are working with, you really have to commit to being that coachable as well. Okay, so it's one we should remember always that it's not only your goal what you are going to achieve; it is your field builder's goal as well. So the effort is on from the both sides, so that coachability becomes important. And I saw it kind of practical in front of me. That what it means. Okay. So you may have disagreements, but it has to be discussed out in terms of why a particular strategy has been worked out, why something is being said. So that brings another point. And third is maths. Okay. I can very surely say that Subharekha has to work on math part for sure. And that math she is already working on. So she shared in the beginning of the call as part of daily activities that she has her RMD goal and she had the Hawaii goal. Okay. So that's a goal. And this goal can be achieved only if you have your maths worked out. So she has started on the math part. She has understood in the journey of MD. It's a very different feeling when you come close and you kind of tend to be missing it. It's very difficult and you don't want to do that. So instead of rushing in the at the last minute, it's better to be consistent and have I would say, mini chunks, chewable chunks every week, every 2 weeks, every month. So you should have a weekly goal, you should have a monthly goal, and so on and so forth. Only then it can be achieved. Whatever you have. So, we all know Lata is running for RMD. I can see that phase is not over at my home. Okay. So you have to have goal and you have to be really, really, I would say, passionate about it. So that brings to the last point. So which is the passion. That is what I have observed. So I am here to only share my observations and what I saw. At the end, ultimately the kudos goes to Lucky being very focused that I have to achieve this. Keeping the faith and the faith right, and that's what it has reached. So if you are committed, you can certainly achieve it. That's how the only message. But this is something everybody has had many times. So just a reiteration of it. So once again, Lucky, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Who's next?
लकी ऑफ कोर्स मेरी फर्स्ट रिक्रूट थी. लकी को मैंने फ़ोन किया. एक्चुअली आई कॉल्ड हर फॉर इनविटेशन फॉर डिनर. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर. एंड ऐसे ही बात हुआ जो हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि आई स्टार्टेड समथिंग. दैट्स व्हाट आई शेयर्ड विथ हर. एंड शी आस्क्ड व्हाट इज दैट. आई सेड ओके, मैं तो अभी नई हूँ, कम टू ऑफिस. एंड विवेक एंड दीपेन जी ने उसका बीओपी किया था. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर शी टुक द डिसीजन एट दैट मोमेंट. Just took the, she discussed with Satya for 5 minutes and she took the decision, okay, I'm going to do it. And after that, I saw a lot of curve. जो बोलते हैं ना पानी में उफान आता है, नीचे जाता है, उफान आता है. बट ये वाला जो उफान था, ये था कि नहीं, मैं यहाँ टिकूंगी. I will do this time. And yes, she did it. हम रात के 12-1 बजे तक जगे रहते थे. कई बार लकी बोलती थी आज मुझे सोना है. मैं बोलती थी नहीं, आज ये बिना किए तो सोना नहीं है, चाहे जो हो जाए. And that's what the journey. And बहुत मजा आया. And we'll do RMD also, Lucky. We'll make more MDs in your team too.
Yes. एक MD तो है ही अभी, पवनप्रीत कौर. I said
we'll
that.
make more MDs. Yeah. And today is your day. And please, Dipenji and Vivek ji, please go ahead. Hi, Alu. Congratulations.
Say thank you. Say Alu, say thank you. Alu, can you say what is MD? It's marketing director. Can you say?
Awesome. I know the pen is under the weather, so he may not be able to speak, but the pen, feel free to add if you have anything.
I just asked my involvement to become my mention, but yeah, that goes on. But first of all, big congratulations, Subharekha.
Thank you so much.
And, I know Sashiji covered a lot of his observations. And Lata, I know, like, I can also see the excitement in Lata's voice. Right? Like, having a AMD is like, the team is one of the big things which we can know. Like, we always have heard about people saying that, oh, we have a RMD factory. So what we can see slowly, maybe as a team, we are marching towards that. And very soon we will be also tagged like that. I say motivated entrepreneurs like you, that should not be a problem for us to have more MDs and RMDs in the team. Said that, like, as I say, like, very few people I have seen who can take instant decisions, and sometimes that is it. Because sometimes people lose the opportunity by thinking too much on that. Like, you are probably one of the very few who I've seen who, like, want to do something, try something new, and have the guts to take those calls. And luckily, maybe that's one thing which works for you. You may be doing some mistakes, we all do, but those gut feels, those bold decisions help you to keep on going. So keep doing what you're doing.
Ji.
As a next step, I said, you need to learn new things. You have to get into the shoes of a leadership. Ji. You have to start building your own team.
Ji.
Be more coachable. And I wish you a very quick R&D. And that's, again, as I say, R&D is just not a tag, and it's not one milestone.
Ji.
It is just, I can say, a place where you step up and take the next step.
Ji.
It's a long way to go. Keep doing what you're doing, and wish you all the best for R&D and all the future.
Thank you.
That's it.
It would have not possible without your support. So you are always there since the start, and from day one you treat me as MD.
And that nomenclature changed from the day one. You treat everyone as a CORM.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So I see now you as a CORM.
Ji, thank you for all your
All the
encouragement.
best.
Yeah, your time and
All
everything.
best. All best.
Ji, thank you.
All best.
Awesome. Thanks, Dipen. I think most of the things are already covered, so I will not take much time. But one thing that we have seen is with Lucky is consistent activities in the last 6 months. Even before that, a lot of recruitment was happening. But I think that plan and the consistent activity, whether she knows the stuff or she doesn't know it, she's not trying to kind of stop the activities because she may not know everything. She was always on the field trying to learn as part of the process itself. And that's what brings success, because you will learn as part of that process and you will also kind of get to know more about the business, build your leadership qualities. So, Lucky, all the best and continue to do those activities. And any goal for you should be easily possible. I definitely see that as a good positive thing about you, that you are able to turn all of those activities into results.
Ji,
All the best.
thank you.
Alpesh, I see you came off mute.
Yeah, so just one thing. I think most of the things have been covered with you guys, but for the team, right, including me, right, one thing which we can actually definitely learn from Lucky is never say no to no. Right? She is a one who is like, never take no as a kind of a negative feeling. Right? If one person says no, she'll go and next day reach out to the second. Right? And that is the biggest thing, right? Everybody should actually try and adopt from her. She'll just go anywhere, right? Other day she called me saying that I'm at a Tesla dealer shop and the Tesla dealer guy is willing to come down for a BOP. She went for her car buying and then ended up getting the person for the BOP. Right? And that is the thing, right? When she does not kind of a feel that, oh, if I'm saying something, what's going to happen next, right? She is so confident in her communication and in convincing power, right? That I'm not going to take a no from you. I'm just going to make it happen, right? And that's the one of the best approach and contact training. We should actually ask Lucky to take it for some day for everyone, and that's gonna help you a long way, Lucky.
Ji,
Sorry, my hand is little under the problem, so I'm not coming on camera. Right, but that's the one thing which is definitely gonna come a long way for your help.
ji.
Over to you, Lucky.
Ji, actually, if you talk about the Tesla dealer, the way I bought the car, so he was surprised that how what I do for living. Then I talk about that my business. So he said I'm very much excited to go for it. So sometime how like you my all mentor says that it's about people join your vibes, they join you. So this is how I have many like partners of mine. So in that way, so if somebody else is there, I was just trying to pitch in with you, Alpesh. Others can give their views.
I'll just like to add one quick thing, Vivek, if that's okay. Yeah. So I think one very important, again, just like Shashi and everybody else who spoke, right? Thing that I want to bring out about Lucky's process, right? Throughout from the time she has joined till date, I think one remarkable, thing that comes out is the self growth that you see in her, the amount of change that she has brought about in her. Her core is still the same. I mean, she's always been a very heartwarming, wonderful, bubbly personality, and that has not changed, which is extremely good about her, and that she has maintained. But in terms of, doing the business, right? And like we said, right, she's always been active, irrespectively. She's always been either bringing people. But if you see from randomness to a planned success, they say, right, success is a planned event. So this MD promotion, you can see that growth from random activity to a planned event, successful promotion that she has got, because she worked towards this in a very planned manner by working on herself, doing the cash that, her knowledge, skills, applying it on the field, right? and actually building the team now with her partners. And that is why I think the MD and the RMD are not too far for you, Lucky. I think it's amazing what you're doing, and you inspire a lot of us. You know, not only in terms of the activities that you do, but I think the growth that you show, right? And I think what everybody needs to understand is the planned manner in which she's doing, right? And how we can adopt these things and see the change in ourselves too. So congratulations to you.
Thank you
Lucky.
so much.
Extremely, I've always believed you from day one. And
आपने भविष्यवाणी दे दी थी कि
Yes.
एसोसिएट के बाद एमडी तो जल्दी से हो
आपने याद
जाएगा.
रखा, बहुत बड़ी बात. Right, definitely. And looking not only for the celebration, for the next step also very much.
जी.
Right. So
जी.
congratulations, and I think everybody in the team also needs to celebrate the success.
Thank you.
Because we all, if we just all follow these steps, I think we all have it there.
Yes. Thank you.
So, Lucky, I would want you to share your journey. There are a lot of people who have not heard or not seen the way you have grown. So, you want to start with how, I think Lata already explained about how she started it, but you want to add your color there, and from that point till now, what has changed in you, what you have learned, how you're thinking, how your thought process has changed, and also what are the plans for the upcoming year? Over to you, Lucky.
Okay. So as we have all like our people, so I will just not do some preparation or something. I will talk my heart out, and like I'll talk normally. Like first of all, when Lata ji and Sashi ji, they are my family friend from last 15 plus years. Okay, so when she called me and then she said that we are doing something, in 30 seconds, I decided that I will go for it. It was been decided. Then she asked me to come for like come to office and do all these things and all. So I was thinking that why even it's happening, but I have already decided so to go for it. And then I went there, then I saw everything and all. Then actually before taking a decision, once I asked Satya like I will go for it not, then he know that if he say no also maybe I will go. He said okay. So I go for it. And the first important thing is that whoever have met me or they know me, they always says that Lucky, you should do some business by yourself. So I was not knowing what to do, which one I can do it. And then I realized that this is the good business what I have for me. And then I started doing this. Then I was doing it, listening to it, and doing all the process and all. But the one thing which triggered and then make it happen, that one day Ravinder said that Lucky, what is your goal? So literally I was like little down, maybe in a dark place and sleeping mode. I was there when I heard my name. I said he's telling something. Then I came on camera and sat there. Then he told me that what do you think? How much BV you can get it? Then I was thinking I can make it. So then I said how much? Then I said okay, 10,000. How much RV will you get it? Then I gave some 5 RV, and that was the point. And the next day he did the meeting where he did the paper on paper FNA and everything. So then I make it the points and all, then started working on it. So when I submitted my first IUL, which was $5,323, and then after that, so this is how like so. And then whenever I am doing my morning calls, so I am telling that I have done this activity, that activity, so my mind is listening that I am doing it or I have done it. So I'm getting prepared for my day to start, and then the next day what I'm going to do it. So that is there. Then the 250 BV that what we got it like a game challenge, like you are doing, then you, next is doing. So that's accountability what I saw there. And then plus initially I used to go all the events just like that, that okay, they are calling or going. Then eventually I see how my family is, or my partners, or my all, we are growing together by looking into everybody's success and listening and all the mentors and all the time, if you see, maybe whenever I called Alpesh or Dipenji, Vivekji, or even Kanan or Lata or anybody, my field builders were always there for me. Whether my question is very serious or silly, but they are there to answer, and then they don't have a second thought on it. So that is their immense support is there. And whenever I was introduced, all my field builder, they gave a high high booster for me and all. So that also the thing. And plus I feel even when I went to a bank also, there they said that what I do for living. So there also, when you say that you are a financial advisor or you do this business and all, so I am the same me, but professional version. So this is how I day one learned here, that you will be the same you, but the professional version. And then people are there to doing all the mentoring, hand holding, and all these things to build you and build people who's around you. And in that way I got segregated, or I can say that I got organized, not only in my business, in my family, and in my workplace, so everywhere. So here I feel that success is a journey and not a destination. And reaching or getting into the right people at the right time, that's the success, this thing. So I feel that we all will reach for the skies, and we will definitely get all our dreams fulfilled. So, and this is just a start, and I feel very good when I get challenged or people believe in me. That gives me like a fuel, like to run. So that's the thing. So thank you so much. If thanks word is very less, if I'll say that, because I know you all gave your life, part of life. Your time is your part of life. So I got immense time for all the things and all, for little, big, and everything. And Dipenji, Pihu is always like for everything for me. So everything. So thank you so much. Even Radha, if I get to get any work done, so I go through Radha to get my work done. Because Vivekji is very soft, but still I have I don't know, some like a principal, like a student cannot talk to the principal, like that kind of little I have that scary stuff. I don't know why, because he's so perfect. So I get little like I think that I'll get caught for doing something. So and I don't know.
The
So
word is
everything.
intimidated.
Huh? Huh?
Intimidated.
Something. And Alpesh is like my friend Saheli, my sim. I don't know what I can tell you. I can talk and ask anything to him, and he's like a Wikipedia for me, anytime. So, so thank you, Dipal. And then and I was always having a dream to work with what, like little excited to forget the name, Sashiji. Okay, I was having a dream. I was always thinking, can you take me in your project? Then when I realized, oh, I can work with him for a lifetime as a business partner. So that also a very good thing. No? So thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Great, Lucky. Thanks for sharing. What are the goals for this month? How much cash flow you want to generate? Not this
10,000
month, for the
cash
rest
flow.
of the year.
Yeah, no, rest of the year. That is
Yes.
200K issued VV.
Okay, 200K.
And 25 recruit that even Rubina
Okay.
said, oh,
Yeah.
recruit is nothing for you.
That
but
everybody knows.
but
Yes.
the goal is now that I was recruiting and I was not doing the next step. So now what I'm doing, like recruit and doing the next step. So if I'll do this, then this recruit will convert into 330. So in that way, I'm thinking to achieve the goal what I have.
Awesome. Yeah.
200 BB
issued
end of the
BV.
year. Issued BB.
जी
इसका
नहीं,
मतलब
I'm telling others. You are
हवाई का क्वालिफिकेशन है.
you will
That's
make
a Hawaii.
you will make 125K in your bank account.
okay.
Correct.
By the time she'll become RMD too, Shashi.
RMD और बढ़ जाएगा. So you
और
might
बढ़
make
जाएगा.
50 out of it. You have to so keep that in mind. So promotion to MD also means more money.
जी जी.
Okay, great. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know
And
if
now
I
it's a
said
party time,
something.
Subharekha.
I don't know if I said
All
something
of us-
extra because I am not prepared. I'm just talking. So yeah.
Now it's our party time, Subharekha.
जी पार्टी तो 3 बाकी है, 3 देना है ना मुझको. अलग अलग तरह से बोला जाए तो
पहले एक
6.
तो दो.
हाँ बट मेरे पार्टी में आप लोग क्यों अवेलेबल नहीं हो रहे हो, मुझे वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. मतलब सब बिजी हैं और मेरा पार्टी खिसक गया. मतलब कि चलो प्रमोशन पहले हो गया, पार्टी बाद में, राइट. सो ऐसा बोला जा रहा है कि अभी
Chalo
अगस्त.
Vegas. Chalo Vegas. CUC. We'll do the party
Yeah,
there.
वही तो.
Yes.
वही. वैसे मैं वेगस जा रही हूँ तो सब अनाउंस्ड है ना.
Awesome.
जी.
Great. Congratulations, Lucky. Good luck on the RMD run.
जी.
Half of the work is already done, so let's just reuse all of that as much as possible in your RMD run as well. All the BV that you have, the most that we can kind of capture for the RMD will be some less work from your end.
जी.
But I'm sure whatever, as you're chasing 200K of issued BV, RMD will surely happen there.
जी.
So let's try to get to that step as soon as possible.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right, good luck to that, and happy to help in any way, shape, or form as
Ji.
needed to get you there.
Ji.
I think you have an amazing field builder with Lata and Shashi ji, and all the support that is there from Dipin, Pihu,
Ji.
me, Radha, and Alpesh Kanan.
Ji.
And Raminder and Rubina. So everybody is ready to help as long as you take that step.
जी.
Right.
आपने
So,
सबका
good
नाम
luck
ले
with
लिया.
that.
थैंक यू. मतलब मैंने अगर छोड़ दिया तो किसी को.
And yeah, this is a MD team, so you and your team are a MD team now.
Ji.
So congratulations on that.
जी. जी.
Awesome. All right, we have around 14 minutes of this call. We wanted to discuss will and trust or the estate planning part of it. Before we start that topic, I wanted everyone to kind of respond to a question. And the question is very simple. Do you have a will? So if you can just raise your hand. And when we say, do you have a will, that means something that is not just the packages part, but also notarized as well. And so whoever has it, please raise your hand. I can raise mine. All right, so we have out of 13, at least 2 as of now who have it. The rest are either waiting for their hands to be raised or may not have it. Okay, then it makes sense for us to go through this kind of review of estate planning. Does everyone know or share your thoughts why will is important? Just come off mute and share.
Will is important for your something happened in the emergency like health related, so that can be taken care. Plus to avoid the byword like that situation. So that for that, and then your kids custody if they are minor. So in that way you can take care. Plus all your like wealth whatever you have that need to be planned, that what age it should be go to whom and all. So in that way, so all these things is needed. If you will not make, then government will make. So
Anyone else want to add any other points from what Lucky has shared?
Yeah, I think only most is there. The guardianship is important for me, having a young child. And second is, I think, availability of resources, right, of the wealth for the next of kin when you are not around. So if it's in a trust, right, the trust will allow the accounts and the finances to be continued. But if I don't have that trust, then, the probate process comes through and that can your family left behind will suddenly be lost without immediate access to your resources. So,
Great. Thanks, Karan, for sharing that. Anyone else want to chime in?
So will is how a person wants his assets to be distributed, and trust is um, a process where his wishes are carried on, right? How it is carried on is by the trust, by trust we can carry on that, yeah.
A little update there, Nilu. The will is the last wishes.
Yes.
And trust is more, as Karan explained, also about basically getting your assets out of the probate process. That's the benefit of it. So your assets are not frozen, and your family or guardians can have access to the fund if you're not available. So
Uh, uh, Here I'll add one more point. Can I?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
As we learned that whenever we give any nuggets or talk about things, it should be little story behind it to explain it. So here I'll tell that trust is, for example, you are in a courtroom, and then if trust is not there, so it will be open, everybody is sitting there and listening about yours, and on that time anybody can get up and say that, oh, he has taken me this and that and all. On that time family is already in a grief, so they don't have time to fight or for that and all. But if it is trust is there, then it will be only like between the people those who are involved, so it will not be public. So this is how we can protect with trust.
I think what you're trying to explain is the will validation process, where the will goes through and will becomes public.
Yes.
And that is when people can file a claim against your will,
Yes.
against your assets.
Yes.
That might be listed there.
Yes.
So some will be legal claims, some may not be legal as
Legal.
well. Ill-intentioned claims can happen there. So to save from that, I think it's always good to move your assets from your personal to the name of the trust itself, so that they are out of the will and they're not publicized as part of validation of the will itself.
Yes.
Awesome. So that's a good cover on will and trust. But as part of our estate planning, we do a few other documents as well. And does anybody know what those few other documents are?
Yeah. So we also do living will.
Mm-hmm.
We also do living will and advanced directive. We do the HIPAA authorization, and we also do financial power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Thanks, Shashi. I know, Pooja, you came off mute. You want to share something?
The same thing, Shashi just says
Okay.
finance and medical.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so the goal is not just to cover the last wishes or the time when person is not there. The goal is also to ensure that even while living, if there are some decisions that need to be made, then we have the proper paperwork so that we can take those decisions, or whoever the nominee is, or whoever the power of attorney holder is, they can take the right decision based on the person who has given the authority to them. So while living as well as after a person is gone, there is clear paperwork that can define how assets will transfer over, who will take the decision, so that it becomes little less. It becomes more clear as to what is actually happening when that such kind of scenario happens. Okay, so now let's look at some of the personas in these documents, right? What are the type of roles that are available in these individual documentation? So for will, obviously we are covering who gets what assets. That is one, and also who will take the custody of the kids. So what are the personas in the will that we are ideally looking for? Who will be executing the will?
There'll be an executor, a guardian, a trustee also. And then you can have successors also in each levels. Successor executors and successor guardians and successor trustees.
Right. What are some of the other roles apart from this in a will? The simple one is the beneficiaries, basically.
Yeah. Did it cover that HIPAA laws, that health related stuff, that if you are not in a sense, somebody can take a decision on your behalf, that need to be. And
yes, she shared that, but we haven't come to that yet, Lucky. Yeah,
And
we are looking from a will point of view. So obviously, we need an executor. The role of the executor is to primarily get the court process going and get the assets or your estate settled of the person who is deceased. So there are several activities that need to be done as part of the process from when somebody goes away until the end of the estate, when all the taxes are paid, all the loans are paid, and the money reaches the accounts of the beneficiary and everything. So there is a big checklist that we have available. Are you guys familiar with the checklist of an executor? Okay, I can share that link. This was, let me, I don't know if I've shared right. Okay, I can send the request quickly. Alpesh, if you can grant me access, if you're still, okay. Let me share that. So I can ping the link also, but this is the estateexec.com has a lot of good information around what an executor role is. So here you have a huge checklist of each individual thing that needs to be done as part of by the executor as part of settling that estate. So this sometimes scares also because there are so many things around here. But the good part of this is that we can ensure that everything is covered. It is a comprehensive list. I can ping the link in this chat group itself so that we can, each one of you can take a note of it. Very, very helpful to share with your clients as well when you're explaining about the will and trust. And most of the time, executors are not aware of what are their exact responsibilities. So this provides them good guidance, and each one of these steps have details in the menu items here. So you can go through each one of those steps and become familiarized for yourself as well as for the people who we are helping. So this is one of the most important things that an executor will need to do to ensure that they are doing whatever they are supposed to do to complete this process. So that is one. I've pinged the link. I'll stop sharing. Come back here. And the other main role is the guardian role. When we have minor kids, then who will take the custody of the kids? So it's always good to have one or more guardians available for your kids to be taken care of. You can define the top priority person will be given the highest priority to keep the kids first, and then the second one, then the third one. So ideally, when you're defining guardianship, you should always have the top person as the final guardian that you want to kind of mention as part of that list. They may not be the first one to take the custody. There may be second or third that may take the first one because they are the ones who are locally in state. But based on the hierarchy or the priority that we define, we want to ensure that the first one is the one that you want your guardianship to end up, or your kids to end up with that. So that's how we will ensure that the kids go to the right place. And then, yeah, these are the two primary things in the will itself. I know we are almost at time. We have a lot of other things to cover as part of this. So maybe we'll take the next session also and cover the rest of these portions. Next session will not happen next week because of the COC. So we will capture that as part of the following week. Or something that may come out a little later. But I want everybody to share some of the takeaways, what they learned today, and we can then close the call. So,
my takeaway is like the list what you gave, and then you said that it will be for the your client good. So that was good, and going through with all the list and all. So that's a good learning for me today.
Great. Thanks, Lucky. Anyone else?
Yeah, again, I think same takeaway. Yeah. The checklist was completely new, something different that we haven't seen before or know about. So that's great value add to know and, share also when we do our will interest sessions.
Definitely, yeah. This was shared by Jennifer from NetLaw team. So when we were doing a special needs will and trust, so that's when we were kind of going through this process, and she was like, "Oh, we have a resource that you can use to explain to your clients and share it." Awesome. Anyone else? Lata, you are on mute in case you're speaking here. No, okay.
शशि को कुछ बोलना है एक मिनट
Yes.
वो ज्यादा अटेंटिव मैं बीच में थोड़ा उठ के गई थी बाकी के लिए
Okay, so see, I have done now many presentations of will and trust.
तुम्हारा टेकअवे क्या है एग्जीक्यूटिव
So takeaway तो ये है, this is a good refresher. I would say that I know a lot of people did not raise their hands. If you have not done it, please do it. It is, it comes at the very discounted price. It is also a good breaker to start business. But in terms of what was explained by Vivekji today, it gives a recap of what are the key roles essentially. So one who is actually willing, doing the will. Second is the who will execute the will. And third, the will is ultimately going to address to a beneficiary. Then who the beneficiaries are. Three main things I understand. So I think I would just keep it that simple and say like, this is the things to be remembered. And finally, a checklist. An executor role is not just a name. It comes with a lot of responsibility. So when you name somebody as executor, then you must spend time and explain that, you are trusting that person to take care of all this stuff. See, that person is more or less your replacement. So you do that. So that is what I would.
Awesome. Thanks, Shashi, for pointing that out and stressing on that. Anyone else? I know there are a lot of people who were listening, so hopefully
They're probably not able to unmute, looks like.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Vishaka.
Yeah, actually, living trust is a good one for me because everything, whenever I think, okay, will and trust, okay, will, the last will kind of thing. But living trust, HIPAA,